is Melissa. We are gonna do my nails today, and we're gonna do them just a mani, just a mani. It's just a mani. I mean, I've been doing Christmas, I did a New Year's Eve, I did Thanksgiving, I've done Halloween. I just want to do my nails, and I thought I'd bring y'all along for the ride because I haven't worn this. This came out in fall. I think it's called Stay in Check. I threw the package away. It's still available on the website. And this is No Holding Black Glitter Dip. Amazing. And then I had the other green strip laid out here, the other solid green. And then I saw these two little Lone Midnight Manhattan strips laid over there. And I thought, well, you know what? You need to go right there, I think. So this is how I do my manis. There's no rhyme or reason, y'all. There's no rhyme or reason. So I have been wanting to wear this, though. Green is my favorite color. So there you go. And then you put some plaid with it, and I get my Irish up, and I'm ready to go. I wish it had some gold, but I hope they come out with some good St. Patrick's Day sets this year. Like, oh, a tartan, a green. Oh, that would be so pretty. Our tartan is like, it's almost just green and gold with a little bit of black. So, I mean, it's got more gold. It don't have any, this don't have any gold, but what am I doing? I'm so messed up talking. I don't even know what I'm doing. So this is going on for a few days, so let's put it on right, Melissa. It's not that I don't always try to, but you know, sometimes I get a little carried away. So, gonna do a good job. I'm gonna do a good job today, y'all. Make you proud. I'm still gonna be stretching these strips, but I'm hope to make you proud. So I refiled my nails back into the shape they were. They'd grown a little bit, so I went ahead and just changed them. They seem to fit me better. My style, I guess, a little bit better. I loved them square the few days that I had them that way, but I had one cracked in the side. I think it was this one, cracked in the side, and I was just like, you know what, if I don't file them back, I'm gonna lose my nail. So I just filed them back this way. They just don't, watch me break one now, but I mean, they don't break in this style. So I think it's because that some of the sidewall is gone, and mine always cracked like right way down here, and it's, I don't catch it on things and stuff as much. So I was looking at one of the French tip sets today, and you know I'm not a fan of French tips. I mean, I used to be. It used to be all I wore when I did go to the salon, which wasn't all that frequent, but I would always be like, French tips, please. You know, I had square nail beds and square nails, and they look so nice. I mean, they look so pretty. But since I have been having my nails like this, it's been a struggle for me to get them to look right. I feel like there needs to be that deeper, like, smile line, you know, this part right here, it needs to be deeper for it to look right. I wish that Color Street would come out, which I know they won't. That is a very probably, well, I don't know though. A lot of ladies that go to the salon, most of them are getting, you know, that kind of French. They're getting that really deep, that deep French. And I wish that Color Street would do that. Make an option, maybe just even one set, and you know, let us try it and see. But this is really pretty. Oh yeah, this is right up my alley right here. So I was looking and kind of fiddling around with the strips, trying to see if I'm in frame. I'm using my new phone again. This is the only second time I've used it. So was fiddling around with some of the strips and trying to find the different little things that I could like trace a little bit deeper, you know, back in there and still make it round. So far I haven't come up with anything, but I'm going to continue to try. So if I ever come up with something, you guys will be the first to know. I will do it on here. I tried a cuticle pusher, rubber tip at the end of rubber tip cuticle pusher, which worked decently on the little tiniest one. But it's just, yeah, it's hard to, oh man, that's pretty. You know, I can't believe I haven't worn this. Like green. What am I even doing? Oh, I can't believe I've not worn it. But, yeah, other than the rubber tip cuticle pusher on the small one, I really didn't find anything to make that. And it wasn't exactly, you know, I guess I could always come back in with a brush and remover, but that kind of defeats the purpose of a nail strip, in my opinion. I'd love to have something that I could just put on and, you know, it'd be the shape of my nail. Because with my nails, I have to put the strip way back here unless I want to have part of my nail showing. And most of the time I don't. I mean, sometimes I don't mind having it showing. If I mean to have it showing, then that's okay. But most of the time, I don't really want to have my nail showing through. So today, we're just going to hang out and do nails. Smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And I hit 200 subscribers, y'all. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Thank you all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the ones that always come back and watch, and for all the people who watch my shorts and stuff and subscribed. I really appreciate it. More than you'll ever know. So, I haven't heard from my husband yet. He's on his way home, but it could happen. And you all know the dogs are going to go crazy if that happens. So, for all the new people here, I have 3 dogs. My baby dog is Journey. She's a toy poodle. She'll be 3 January 14th. I can't believe that. She's my emotional support dog. She's black and has a little bit of white. She's considered a black abstract. That's what she's considered. And then I have my middle dog. Was supposed to be a poodle, but after a little bit of time, we realized, and the vet confirmed, that she is a miniature golden doodle. So she's bigger than the other 2. She's about 12 to 13 pounds on the average. But let me tell you, little Miss Clara is her name, has a spicy attitude. Gets in trouble a lot. You know, there's always one. There's just always got to be one. Love her to death, though. Cracks me up. And then Mila, my little Mila, will be 13. I can't believe that. She's a toy poodle. She's white. And she's a little saucy, but she's just sweet saucy, you know. She bothers nothing. On the other hand, Clara has 8 more things than I can count and has had surgery twice for it. So that's the difference in their sauciness. Mila just will look at you and bark, the older one. So, I swear I fed them their lunch. They've been running around. I always get this like burst of activity after they have their lunch. Wow, that's pretty. So I switched over to raw food. Not like us going to the store and getting like chicken or anything like that, but it's a actual formulated raw food. It's called, what is it called? I did know. Dr. Marty's, that's the name of it. And listen, it's going to break me up. I'm a firm believer in if you have your dogs, and it has definitely made a difference in them for sure. So I'm like, nah, well, okay then. So I guess I'm just going to be paying a fortune a month for dog food, which we already paid a good bit, but this is unbelievably more. I was like, if I had a big old dog, there's no way I could afford it. And even having 3 is just like, oh my Lord. I did the 6-bag thing, and now I'm trying to figure out how long it takes them to go through a bag, because it's like a pound bag, and you reconstitute it. It's freeze-dried, so it's never been cooked, you know, so it's seriously raw, so you have to be careful when you handle it and stuff. And so you know, have to wash my hands and everything and keep everything from being cross-contaminated. But they love it. They love it. So, and my son-in-law, he feeds raw diet all the time, I believe, to his Malinois and his shepherd. So he used to go and buy the chicken thigh, and is it the thigh, the leg and the thigh? What is it? Whatever that has the thigh hooked onto it. Is your leg bone connected to your thigh bone? Would that be right? I don't know. Whatever that is, that cut, he would buy for them. They would chow down on it. I'm not sure what they're eating right now. Oh, this needed that black. Oh, Midnight Manhattan, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Alright, it is a pretty set. Oh, not gonna say anything about the sub box. I think enough has already been said. I hope they get the memo. And I think I was worried there was not going to be a Valentine's release because, you know, the set in January is called Love, but there is. So I'm okay with that. As long as they don't cancel St. Patrick's Day release. I don't know, I might have to pick it. I'm just kidding. I would not be happy though. I will look forward to those every year. So, there we go. So for those of you, I keep talking about St. Patty's Day. So I do love St. Patty's Day, but my aunt, I know some of y'all have heard this, so you can just be like, oh, she's going to tell that again. Which I said I wasn't going to tell it until St. Patrick's Day, but on Thanksgiving, my aunt had out the old family Bible. It goes back into the 1600s, the lineage, and was telling all of it, and I was sick with the flu, so I had to get it from my daughter, my oldest daughter, and it's documented where we owned the Dunluce Castle, which is up in the upper tip, which is not even considered Ireland, I guess, anymore. It's up near the Isle of Man, so it sits right on the rocky coast of the ocean there. And we owned it our family owned it for about 50 years. And then who is it on it now? The McDonald clan, not like the restaurant, but Donnell, came in, and for 50 years, our families fought for possession of the castle, and the McDonalds finally won, and the McQuillans lost their castle, and it still is owned by the McDonalds today, although it's just a ruin, you know, but for you Game of Thrones fans, it is the House of Greyjoy, which I've never seen Game of Thrones, so you can tell me. I think that's pretty cool. It's like a touristy spot now, but so I thought that was pretty cool. But it was originally the McQuillan Castle, or McQuillan, and then after they came over here, Quillan. But we fought for it. Evidently, we just weren't tough enough to hang in there. I don't know though. After fighting for 50 years, I'd be like, you can have it. It's fallen into the sea. No, at that time they said it was very grand, and that it was one of the very first ones that had indoor plumbing. Can you imagine in the 1600s having indoor plumbing? That just amazes me. I'm gonna try to put the black back here at the back. Back in black. Ooh, don't do that, Melissa. They will get you. Don't do that. They'll cut out not so much the tube, but the book will get you for that. Big time. You know, one time they got me and I wasn't even doing that. Like, I was just like talking in my normal southern drawl, and they thought I was singing some like, what did they call it? It wasn't a hymn. It was like over in Africa, how they have those, what are those songs called over there that the people sing that are spiritual? I can't. They told me I was singing that. Really? Because I didn't even know that I knew it. I mean, if I knew it, I'd be singing it before now. I didn't. So, I got like 18 seconds of my video. Like, are you serious, YouTube? No, not YouTube. Facebook. Really? I mean, come on. I'm just an Appalachian. Just from Appalachian Mountains. That's it. That's it. Ooh-wee. Ooh, that's pretty. I think on this one, I'll show y'all just what it looks like to put it on regularly. Because that just pretty much covered my whole nail black. So I'll show you what it looks like to have a little bit of space at the back. Hope I'm in frame. I've not been even looking. And also, you all need to tell me if this camera setting is right. Because honestly, I didn't even look. I just put it up in there and set it right where it was before. So I think it's the same. Oh, I think it's the same amount away as it was before. But yeah, y'all tell me. Oh my gosh. These things are sticky. Okay. Oh no. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, your horses. Everybody grab the reins and pull. Whoa. So these, you can't stretch very hard. They'll break. Ask me how I know. I know, because I broke so many of them, and they got chunky glitter. So I like to just take my nail and do them like this right here and leave it for a while, and then I come back with these little babies right here and nip off the glitter. You can see under here, you can raise it up and just give it a little nip. Just be sure not to get your nail, cause if so, you're gonna have shortened your nail and not meant to. So just be real careful. Just come in here, and I'm dyslexic, so I have a really hard time. I have a hard time. Now I know my daughter is too. My youngest daughter is, and I'm like, I understand now why she had a hard time. And then after we got to talking about it, I was like, I realized now that my father was, but at the time, we had no idea what it was. But yeah, he was too. So, oh, okay. I don't know which one I like the best. I think this one. I mean, I love this, but this is really pretty. So I had an extra one out here, but I mean, there's no need to put, I don't want to sing it because I want to sing it, I don't want to put black over black. It might look good. I don't know. I have the strips out. I guess I could. I'll try it on one finger here in a minute. I've never used the black overlay over black. I mean, but I don't know. We can try it and see. Because it won't bother me to have two different hands. Some people, they don't like it. Like it bothers them. And I can understand that. But it doesn't bother me at all. I've had one hand solid and one hand nail art before, so it just doesn't bother me really. Okay, so we're getting down to where I'm gonna have to use something on the other hand to take this off because I've been using my thumbnail for everything. So let's see what this would look like, just for funsies. Let's see. Then if I don't like it, I'll put this strip up. Put this strip back with all of its other little friends. Come out another day. Why are these wanting to stick to everything? They are uber sticky. Super, super duper sticky. My goodness. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm going to see. I don't even know if you'll be able to see anything on it or not, but we're going to try it anyway. See, that one little stretch just almost broke it. I know that I hate to take off glitters, even with, I love the Color Street Remover. I don't think I'll ever use anything else, and I swore that I would never, ever pay that much money for a remover. But alas, here I am. Stocked up during the sale they had, and yeah, I don't know, that's kind of pretty actually. Get that little extra sparkle in there. I don't know, might as well use it. Got it out, right? So I haven't had to have Christmas with my family yet, y'all. You're gonna see this after the first year, but I think it's the 28th today. They are coming over on Saturday. Guess who got a kidney stone on the day that they were supposed to come over after I stayed up for like hours wrapping and stuffing stockings the night before? Me. It's not gone yet either. It's like stopped moving, but so we're having it though this Saturday regardless. I'm like, go to the ER. So no, I haven't been to the ER, but I have them quite often. So okay, so I really don't want to mess up my thumb. I just did. So you can use these little things, these little boogers right here. We're doing good. 21 minutes. I don't have any big decisions to make. Like I could already have these done, but I'm just taking my time. That is pretty. Black over that. I've never put the no holding black over Midnight Manhattan. So I'm gonna let these cure before I go in here and like clean all this up. I want it to, you know, to be stuck down good. I'm not going to get my hands like wet and washing dishes. Yeah, right. But I mean, you know, or taking a shower or just really washing your hands really good. You just want to give them a little while to cure. They're 95% cured. So, I mean, it just takes them a little bit of time to set all the way up. And a really good time to do it is at bed, and then just go to bed, and then in the morning you can get up and clean all that up. So a lot of y'all already know that. This stuff, I just feel like maybe since the page has grown a little bit, I would just kind of go back over things a tad, since I'm just doing my nails today for Melissa. And I'm gonna come in here because I always have side cleanup, even if I stretch it. Here, Clara. My husband comes home, they'll go nutso. But then again, I don't know. He wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't have to work over. There we go. Now you can use this thing again and come in here. If you don't have one of these, I'm sure a stylist would give you one, because you buy them in like bulk. And then also you can get them on Amazon. There's the rubber tip cuticle pusher. They come in handy. Lots of ladies like to rub the strip, give it a good rub to adhere it to your nail, you know, after you do it. So there you go. Just a basic application. I really like this. I really, really do. I like this better than this. Even though sometimes I do like a full glitter on my nail, but I like this. So there you go. Manny with Melissa this afternoon. Y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna clean up all the mess I've made here. I changed out my stickers from Christmas to a little mushroom and good vibes only here on this page. No drama. We don't ever have drama here anyway. I don't know why I said that. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off of here and clean up a little bit of this excess, major excess, and try not to ruin my thumb like I just told y'all not to do. So have a happy new year, because I think this is the last video I will make that will actually, no, this will come up after the new year, I think. But anyway, regardless, happy 2023. Let's hope it's a really good year for all of us. And I need to set a goal to grow my channel to a certain amount. I don't know what to set it to. Y'all tell me. What should I set it to? Realistically, guys. Realistically. So anyway, have a great afternoon. I'll see y'all later. Bye.